on party on my own. Party on my own. Party on my own now. Look at all the people trying to hold me back, hold me back. Going so loud. Look at all the people trying to hold me back, told me that. Party on my own now. Look at all the people trying to hold me back, going so loud. Look at all the people trying to hold me back, told me that. Slow down. Fuck going out, getting high on the weekends. Zone down. So loud. On party on my own. Party on my own. Party on my own. Yeah, that's tight. Max Watson, Tony Romero. Party on my own.
So high on life, without you I don't feel alive. So I'll just keep on being high, high, higher than the sky. Tell me, are you there for me even when I try? Keep on being high, without you keep on being high. Without you keep on being high. I know that you're feeling forsaken, mistaken, wish you were another man. I remember feeling awakened, mistaken if you thought I'm in that place where you want me to be, but I don't want you back. So it's easy to see when I'm high all the time. 'Cause I have lost you, get the thinking why we used to be so high on life. Without you I don't feel alive. So I just keep on being high, high, higher than the sky. Tell me, are you there for me even when I try? Keep on being high, without you keep on being high. Without you keep on being high. I know that you're feeling.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Aftermath podcast, a brand new series where we're going to get to talk to the players who've just finished their qualifier from Nodwin's Valorant Conquerors Championship. Today on the show, we have from both of the finalists 2 players each representing Enigma Gaming. We have Rishi, of course, the one and only Sheriff King RVK, and Anti, the insanely good IGL that I've become a big fan of. And then SkRossi and Lightning Fast joining us today. Lightning Fast looking at something else. Hopefully we get to see him soon. But hey, कैसे हो guys? कैसे
Hey,
लगा?
गोलू लाइव हो गया है
गोलू
गोलू
म्यूट है क्या
लाइव है
तू? अरे मैं गाना सुन रहा था भाई.
What a start of the show, bro.
कौन सा गाना सुन रहे थे?
अरे वो ऐसे कुछ तो वीप गाना सुन रहा था, जाने दो.
But hey,
Thank you, CA, for having us. I think this would be good. Much needed. एक fun session चाहिए था यार, and thank you for hosting.
My pleasure. And वही बात हुई कि थोड़ा chill segment है बस. Like you know, पूरा destruction हो गया है, पूरा bloodshed हो गया है, लड़ाई हो गई है, सब कुछ अब बस aftermath है, chill करने वाले हैं हम and मजे लेने वाले हैं. So let's start off with you guys, the Enigma boys. The winners direct grand final playoffs में आपको slot मिल गया है, तो immediately vibe कैसे है? Like digest हो गया है क्या ये fact कि आप जीत गए वो अभी तक?
बोल.
I mean, like, of course, we wanted to win the qualifier, and like, हमारा goal था कि we wanted to like go directly to the main playoffs. But I don't like. I mean, all of us are like happy that we won, but we know that the job is not done. And like Golu said yesterday, like for them as well, like they didn't lose the battle, like they didn't lose the war, they just lost the battle. You know, the war is still there, and like they can, like anything can happen in the main playoffs. So that's our main goal, and like hopefully like it goes well for us in the main playoffs.
Yeah,
And Antila?
it's like it was a relief for me actually. मतलब हारे जीते whatever it was, I think it was a relief because जिधर भी जाओ, जो भी इंस्टाग्राम में देखो, भैया वीसीसी जीत रहे हो ना, भैया वीसीसी जीत रहे हो ना, everyone was asking the same, भैया वीसीसी जीतोगे ना. So after yesterday it's like भाई relief खत्म हो गया, जीते अच्छी बात है, हारते भी थे तो next qualifiers, but it was a relief for me, nothing else bro. खत्म हो गया first qualifiers, अभी direct playoffs. But yeah, again खत्म नहीं हुआ event, it was just a calls. And if you see teams like VLTG, like उन लोग they have the potential to come back really hard. And like हम लोग को prepare रहना पड़ेगा because like playoffs is the time where everything matters. वही time है, like maybe you win two qualifiers, but the thing is अगर playoffs में अगर आप perform नहीं कर पाए तो it doesn't matter. So that is the main thing. And I think I hopefully we will find Global and VLT again in the playoffs.
I think Enigma boys have set up my next question perfectly. क्योंकि global आपसे पूछना था. I mean, you guys, it's nothing new for you. You know, defending champs हो ही आप अभी भी, because the tournament is not over. You stumbled several times in VCC one before winning the entire championship. So, what is the mood in the boot camp right now? Is it just go next? Like कैसे लग रहा है? Like Rossi, you tell me.
It's like go next always. So losing is good, especially in the qualifiers or any tournament also. If you lose a tournament, if you lose a qualifier, if you lose a game, it should hit you really hard, that it should make you feel that you cannot take things grantedly, right? If you win, you might see players or teams getting sloppy, ki, yeah, we are winning, yeah, we won that. You're kind of satisfying your brain by the wins. uh, by that time something will be going on, like that hunger to win, the feeling when you win the tournaments or stuff, it will keep going away. So I really think losing is really good for any team or any player, not only VCC or any other tournaments. When you win, you get that hunger to, when you lose, when you get that hunger to win again, and you will, you will practice hard and you have that motivation every day. You wake up, you try to improve. So right now it's go next, and I think it's really good that we lost. It's kind of a wake up call, and it's pretty serious warning to all the players to, to, they need to think that we have to step up to win the games.
And Guluji.
Good morning.
नहीं, for
I
me,
want.
गुड मॉर्निंग. नहीं, फॉर मी कि स्टार्टिंग का 1 घंटा आई वाज सैड, बट देन अगेन 1 घंटा बाद व्हेन आई टॉक टू माय फ्रेंड्स कि वापस से इट्स ऑलवेज लाइक नेक्स्ट जाना ही है. अभी वीसी Q1 हारे तो क्या Q2, इट्स पहले भी कर चुके हैं, वापस करेंगे, इट्स नॉट न्यू. तो वेकअप कॉल जरूर है, बट वही है कि मेहनत डालना है. तो कि समझ गए कि टीम्स कितना कैचअप कर चुके हैं हम लोग से, और हमें कितना और मेहनत, वही है.
ये तुम लोग को भी गाना सुनाई दे रहा है क्या पीछे?
हाँ,
हाँ,
बहुत
किसका?
हेलो प्रोडक्शन.
हेलो प्रोडक्शन.
Hopefully we'll get that song out. But I think hype create कर रहा है, but इसके साथ before we get into the fun part, I have one question to ask you, which is थोड़ा उल्टा आप दोनों के लिए. In the sense कि मैं Global Esports Boys से पहले पूछना चाहता हूँ, did you feel the YB effect yesterday in the match कि जो patience के साथ Enigma खेल रहे थे, like as opponents, आपको क्या लगा वो coach का effect really था, like playing against them? What do you feel?
कोच इफेक्ट फॉर द टीम जरूरी हो, आई मीन फॉर देम ऑब्वियसली होगा, बट हाउ आई take the game or I approach the game is, regardless how the enemy is playing, they should force you, not you making the mistakes or you not hitting your shots, right? Like let's say, how to say it, like props go to the players. Like let's say in global we bring in Glaive, but as a players we are not doing our job. That means even the best IGLs or the best coach cannot do anything, right? So it always comes down to the players, how they take the coach words. Like it's always like that. It's always comes down to the player. Like even if you have a big brain IGL. If the players cannot deliver, if they don't follow it, it's everything in vain. So I think Enigma के तरफ से the players they brilliantly followed everything, and we can see that. But for my team, I think we kind of failed to adapt and play as a good individuals.
And Lighting Fast, what do you feel? Like, do you ever feel like that adaptation that Rossi was mentioning was easier for Enigma because of YB? Like, even in the last round, Icebox mein jate hue, 12-10 ke pehle, just then YB had taken a timeout. It felt like they calmed them down. Do you see that effect, or is it just like playing against the normal Enigma boys with or without YB?
आई डोंट नो बिकॉज हम एज एन ओपोनेंट्स पर्सपेक्टिव तुम्हें दिखेगा नहीं कि कोच क्या कर रहा है क्या नहीं कर रहा है, बट एज अब जब तक आप टीम के अंदर नहीं हो आपको वो दिखेगा नहीं. सो ओपोनेंट से मैं नहीं बोल सकता, बट ऑब्वियसली उनको देख के समझ आता है कि मे बी इट्स हेल्पिंग, बट मैं वो जज नहीं कर सकता ऑनेस्टली. तो और बोले कि एनिग्मा को हर टाइम कभी कभी जैसे जैसे एंटी कॉलिंग करता है, कॉलिंग नहीं करता है, तो वो कभी कभी हार्ड हो जाता है रीड करना ऑनेस्टली. समटाइम्स इट्स इवन हार्डर टू रीड एनिग्मा देन इट्स टू रीड वीएलटी वगैरह वगैरह. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग.
फाइनली किसी ने मेरी तारीफ की है यार.
हाँ तो
अच्छा हम नहीं करते.
तो तो वही है, कभी कभी हार्ड हो जाता है वो एनिग्मा को रीड करना ऑनेस्टली बोलूं तो, बट आई डोंट नो वाईबी का इफेक्ट कैसे पड़ रहा है, क्योंकि मुझे एज एन आउटसाइड पर्सपेक्टिव उतना नहीं दिखेगा जितना टीम्स को दिखेगा इनसाइड.
हाँ डेफिनेटली मैं वो समझ सकता हूँ, बट आंटी आपके पॉइंट पे आई एम स्टिल लॉस्ट ओवर दैट सिंपल वॉल यू मेड. लाइक बी आइसबॉक्स पे प्लान डिनाई करने के लिए एक राउंड पे जब आपके ड्यूलिस्ट मिड पुश कर रहे थे, वो क्लियर करना पड़ा. दे हैड टू बैक अप, यू वॉल्ड ऑफ द स्टैंडर्ड वॉल पाथ जस्ट टू डिनाई दैट इमीडिएट फ्री प्लांट. एंड मे बी दैट डिडंट विन यू द राउंड, बट मेरे लिए वो एक थोड़ा फैन बॉय मोमेंट जैसे बन गया था. बट ऑन टू द क्वेश्चन, I want to ask you, Kali Hellranger Social पे announce करे थे they are going to start working with their coach now. So having been a team who's felt that coach effect, कितना फर्क पड़ने वाला है do you think for the global esports boys going into their next qualifier and going into the rest of the tournament?
आई थिंक इट्स लाइक कोच एक टीम का, लाइक सम पीपल थिंक, और कोई टीम ऐसा बिलीव करता है कि कोच का जरूरत नहीं है, कि एनालिस्ट का जरूरत नहीं. बट आई बिलीव बहुत हेल्प होता है कोच या एनालिस्ट अगर आता है, बिकॉज बहुत ज्यादा लोड जो है एक आईजीएल पे है या बाकी प्लेयर्स पे वो बहुत कम हो जाता है. बैक एंड में अगर कोई काम होता है, बिकॉज इफ यू सी एनी प्रोफेशनल esports, not only esports, professional sports team, if you see the BCCI or if you see the any Barcelona, any football team, they have so many people working behind them. They are putting so much work. तो वो सारी चीजें अगर सिर्फ हम प्लेयर्स क्या है, we are machines, we are like working hard, हम लोग का मैकेनिक्स पे हम लोग वर्क करते हैं. तो अगर हम लोग को वो सब जो इनपुट है वो अगर फीड किया जाता है बाहर से कि ये है वो है, मतलब दिस आर द थिंग्स, दिस इज द थिंग यू नीड टू वर्क ऑन, तो हम लोग को भी बहुत हेल्प होता है एज अ प्लेयर्स, एंड वी कैन फोकस ऑन आवर गेम आल्सो, ऑन आवर मैकेनिक्स. तो आई थिंक अ कोच एंड और एन एनालिस्ट जो भी है इज वेरी मच नीडेड इन एवरी टीम. एंड फॉर मी आई थिंक YB, like he was in Counter Strike जब हम लोग Valorant पे स्विच किए थे, बट ऐसे बहुत लोग थे कि जिन लोग को लग रहा था कि YB Valorant कभी खेला ही नहीं है, he never played Valorant, और लाइक उसने वो मतलब क्या ही करेगा कोच अभी. बट आई बिलीव्ड इन हिम बिकॉज आई नो दैट उसका वर्क एथिक्स बहुत अलग है, एंड आई थिंक वो काफी हेल्प कर रहा है मेरे को, बिकॉज एज यू नो आई एम ऑल्सो वेरी न्यू इन गेम लीडर, तो आई एम ऑल्सो लर्निंग उसके अंदर या जो भी. तो या इट्स हेल्पिंग मी एंड माय टीम अ लॉट.
You might be new. I don't think there is any more a question of whether you are set for that role or not. अभी भी याद है जब आप switch करने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, the progress you made since then just phenomenal. But RVK, just will wrap this segment up. We'll get to the more fun parts with one final question for you. Like you played VCC 1 with a different team. Now you won VCC to qualifier 1 with a different team and a coach. So your journey आपके लिए कैसा रहा है with that YB effect especially, and how do you think it will bode for GE coming in?
I think, like Ganesh said, a coach, like there's a limit to what he can do to show things in a server. Like you know, he's a third view from like the outside on a game. Like may tell you how you can play better. He'll tell you what you need to work on. But it's up to the players to show, like to represent the coach in the way that you listen to what he says, you understand the base, the foundation of what he actually means by, like do this, do that. It's not like you just follow the orders, because that's, I think that helps you adapt more. Like if you understand the foundation of where he's coming from. So I think with global, if, with their coach, I think definitely it, like I think there would be a significant improvement, because I know how the players are, I know their work ethic and everything, and they're super dedicated to the game. So as long as the coach and the players are super dedicated, I'm 100% sure it's going to be super nice. And like especially with us and YB, I think the biggest change in our team was the mentality. We have mentioned this 1,000 times, but like mentality, I think, is what changes this game, because you're losing 12-3, you have the mentality that you don't care you're winning or losing, you just focus on the next round. Like Global did against God P 12-4, they came back and won the whole game. And clutches and everything are just part of the game. So like it's not luck or anything, it's just happening in the game, and like props to them as well. But वही बात है, like mentality was the biggest change that YB brought into this team, and of course the other things and stuff. But I think it's definitely going to be a good thing, and I think this just makes more competition in the region, so I'm happy.
Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned that how the mentality factors into those clutches and और ये सब moments, जहाँ पे शायद map ही completely बदल जाता है, because our next segment is exactly that. We have a few clips taken from the finals of some insane plays involving all of you guys that मुझे थोड़ा insight लेना था आपसे, थोड़ी हंसी भी हो जाए शायद around those plays. So let's move on over towards that segment. Let's get one of those clips playing immediately. This is a skills clutch that I remember well. So
Hello,
let's have
RVK.
a look at it before I ask you.
Yeah,
Hello,
this was
RVK.
a little overconfidence.
ये
Yeah,
देखो.
unnecessary. No, but I think Skills was popping off on Ascent, man. He was going crazy. Holy shit. Actually popping
So the
off.
round before this also he had a big clutch or a
The
4K
3K
at
or
least, not a
4K. Yeah,
clutch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
first question, I guess, to RVK sir, क्योंकि anti reaction से वो समझ में आ गया. What do you mean by unnecessary there? You said a little overconfident or something like that. What
Uh,
went wrong?
I could like, since I knew like, Rafael had the op, I like he could have just marked stairs. I could have played super close, and Kali could have just played backside and played for the round. And like I kind of forced the situation by going into the fight. So when Kali died, I also tried to peek it instead of maybe trying to playing it a little bit safe and peeking it when he doesn't expect me, or when Rafael takes a shot or something. So I could have played it smarter, but I think like the weapon advantage and everything also was there. So I mean, I don't know. Like it would have gone either way, but like props to Skills, because he chose the angles properly and he like played very well in the clutch.
Yeah, and talking about that, like lightning fast for you, like after this round, if I'm not mistaken, skills was 17-3-3. So at that point in the map, you're like, yeah, oh yeah, like I know you guys are pros, you don't think about like that much effect नहीं होता है आपको, but फिर भी थोड़ा बहुत feeling आई क्या, ये भाई तो carry कर रहा है, ये
नहीं,
करेगा.
ऐसा नहीं कि नॉट विद वी आर प्रोस तो ऐसा फीलिंग नहीं आता. ऑब्वियसली इफ वन गाय इज पॉपिंग ऑफ तो वो फीलिंग आता ही है जो हम पूरा टाइम. अरे एक सेकंड ना भाई, रॉसी माइक म्यूट करना, कुत्ता आवाज सुनने में बहुत वियर्ड लग रहा
Echo हो रहा है.
है.
अच्छा तेरा आवाज मेरे आवाज से आ रहा है. अच्छा वो मेरा
हाँ,
प्रॉब्लम है सर.
हाँ, तो ठीक है. तो ये जब जब स्किल्स पॉप ऑफ कर रहा था तो कि वो 17 मार रहा था, एक राउंड में वो 4 के ले रहा था, दूसरा राउंड में 3 के ले रहा था, तो हम बहुत खुश हो रहे थे. तो हम बैठ के रॉसी भी चिल्ला रहा था इधर से कि स्किल्स का दिन है, स्किल्स से मार रहा है. तो हमें भी वो कॉन्फिडेंस आता है जब एक प्लेयर मारता है. तो मैं बोलूंगा रॉसी मारता ही रहता है. रॉसी का वो काम ही है मारना. जब तो रॉसी को छोड़ के वो कोई और भी ऐसे मारता है ना, तो और भी ज्यादा
काम ही है
कॉन्फिडेंस
रॉसी.
आता है. नॉट गोना लाइ, वो
काम
काम
ही है,
रॉसी का
बना
तो
लिया
काम ही है.
लिबरल.
वो जब मारेगा वो नॉर्मल हो जाता है. वो हो गया अभी के लिए, अभी नॉर्मल हो गया. बट उसको छोड़ के कोई और मारेगा ना तो अलग ही कॉन्फिडेंस बिल्डअप होता है ऑनेस्टली. तो वही हो रहा था हम लोग में कि वो मार रहा था तो हम भी उसको प्रेस कर रहे थे और हम भी चीयर अप हो रहे थे उस पे.
See, like this is a very good thing. Like want to appreciate Rossi. Like what standard उसने मतलब
He
set
set,
किया है.
yep, the bar.
Like वो मारता
He
है तो
set.
मतलब it's like normal. It's like Messi scoring 50 goals in every season. For any other footballer,
Yeah.
that is, oh my god, I have done so many. It's an achievement, but for Messi, it's like that's the basic. Amazing work, right,
Yeah.
Rossi?
And I'm glad
No,
इस पे ही आ रहा है. हाँ, ठीक है.
no, I was saying I remember I think paused tha, the game was paused. We were all so when you pause like scoreboard दिखता है, so I was like pressing time saying 23 something, and next was 8. We were like, wow, what is happening? Like this guy is like going crazy and stuff. It was super nice. He was very good that map.
हम ए पे जा रहे हैं, शट
Yeah.
डाउन कर रहे हैं, बी पे जा रहे हैं, रीटेक कर रहे हैं बंदा आके.
Retake कर रहा है.
आई
ठीक
थिंक
है.
भाई भी बोल रहे थे लाइक वो मैप में काफी वो 1v3s थे जहाँ पे जी प्लेयर्स जस्ट अलग ही फॉर्म पे पहुंच गए थे बिकॉज
Yeah,
ऑफ द
even
वे
Rossi in
दैट
the
मैप
pistol.
वेंट. हाँ, आई
Yeah,
एम
bro.
ग्लैड यू
Yeah, bro.
मेंशन्ड
Yeah,
दैट
yeah.
because that is our next clip actually, Rossi in the pistol. So अब वो clip पे जाते हैं. Take a look at this the man the I don't
नहीं, मैं
call him
किधर
man myth legend anymore, bird plane Rossi, Superman style. But let's see.
गोलू ने मेरे को किधर मारा था, बी मेन पे.
हाँ,
हाँ.
बी साइड में.
Oof. With this shot, the next shot is amazing.
शॉट रे.
Oh.
Damn.
So there is one end जहाँ पे एक player skills के जैसे pop off कर रहे हैं and then there is another जैसे आप लोग ने बताया रॉसी का काम ही है ये ऐसे players
Damn,
निकालना.
yeah.
तो रॉसी I want to start with you. Like एकदम stone face poker face. पहली question ये पूछता हूँ, do you play poker? Like how do you not lose your mind after doing stuff like that, man?
I don't know, like because वो मारने के बाद it's useless. I mean, celebrate करना बनता है, but I don't usually celebrate. I always prepare for the next round कि how to play, how to carry this momentum in the next round. Where should I place myself? And मैं उसके I'll be thinking about that, and I've set how to say, like these things
Like
won't make me happy because my goal is something else. When I reach that goal, when I get kills like this at certain big stage, then only I will satisfy my brain, like I did something really good and it's worth a celebration. It's like ऐसा बहुत हो चुका है, so it's not worth a celebration for me anymore because my goals and my it's
aspirations.
different. Like I've set it
Yeah, like,
everything to the different level now. So, but yeah, like after getting rounds like this, I always try to carry this momentum onto the next round. Like I don't go. It's like getting that confidence for the next round and try to get more kills in the next round as well.
Yeah, and I think I want to ask the Enigma boys, like, what is the difference between, like, say, feeling जब skills pop off हो रहा है versus, like Rossi said, like you guys said, Rossi के सामने, I wouldn't say fear, but almost an expectation कि he might do this, or he might pop off. Like, do you change the way you play because of that? Do you maybe peak less? क्या, or you're just like, nah, it's a jet. We care about the fact that it's a jet, not Rossi.
आई थिंक अप्रिशिएट करो, बट इतना भी मतलब डर के मत खेलो कि तुम खुद का गेम भी ना खेल पाए. आई होप रॉसी ऑल्सो डज द सेम थिंग. एवरीवन डज द सेम थिंग कि या यू आर अ गुड प्लेयर, रेस्पेक्ट, बट ऐसा भी मतलब ऐसा मत खेलो कि यू नो यू आर लाइक अफ्रेड ऑफ पीकिंग और डूइंग योर ओन स्टफ. तो वो हो जाता है, तो फिर यू कैन नॉट प्ले योर ओन गेम. सो आई डोंट थिंक कि हम लोग कुछ ऐसा सोचते हैं कि यू नो इफ समवन इज प्लेइंग ओवर, maybe he's doing good, maybe he's popping off, तो उसको अवॉइड करने लगे कि उधर उनको पीक नहीं करे. हम लोग अपना ट्राई करते हैं खेलने के लिए, और एक्चुअली में स्किल्स इतना मार रहा था, एक्चुअली में मेरा ध्यान ही नहीं था बिकॉज आई वाज फोकस इनटू टू मेनी थिंग्स. बहुत ये लोग बाद में मेरे को बोल रहे थे कि यू नो एंडी भाई स्किल्स भाई 20 पे चला गया था ये वो. ही वाज लाइक आई वाज, मेरे को मालूम था कि वो मार रहा है करके, लाइक बट I was like I was never focused on the scorecard that time.
Scoreboard.
Uh,
Fair enough. I think both important point जो मैं समझ रहा हूँ, which is like, yes, you can appreciate the aesthetic of the play, but end of the day
yeah,
पे round पे focus करना है.
it's like
Okay,
play to win the
like
round
you
and
have to,
don't play
yeah.
not to lose.
At the end of the day, you have to beat that guy and win the championship. if you are एक मजेदार चीज बता रहा हूँ, like I'm a bit Bollywood fan. If you have seen MS धोनी, उधर एक डायलॉग था कि हम लोग मैच बास्केटबॉल कोर्ट में ही हार गए, because that was a match between Punjab and Bihar under I think Ranji Trophy, and they saw Yuvraj Singh coming. So बिहार की टीममेट्स looking like, oh my god, युवराज सिंह, मैच उधर ही हार गए वो लोग. So we cannot do that thing. So I think वो काफी मतलब खराब मेंटालिटी है. अगर आप सोच लोगे कि यार like Rafael is there, SkRossi is there, or maybe Deathmaker, जो भी बड़े बड़े नाम इंडियन सीन में जेट्स है, तो वैसे अगर आप सोचोगे तो आप नहीं खेल पाओगे प्रॉपर्ली.
And lightning fast, like last question with regards to this, I want to ask you is कि आपने पहले भी मेंशन किया था कि एनिग्मा की जो स्टाइल ऑफ कॉलिंग है, एंटी की जो स्टाइल ऑफ कॉलिंग है, काफी अलग आपके लिए एज कंपेयर टू समवन लाइक VLT यू सीन continuously. So forgetting the individual outplays, like how is it like adapting to a like brand new style of calling that is working so brilliantly?
Touch
I
wood,
don't
भाई.
know because I still cannot really say मैं पूरा गेम अडेप्ट ही नहीं कर पाया टू देयर प्लेस. दे लाइक एक राउंड एक चीज किया तो दूसरा राउंड इंस्टेंट दे वुड अडेप्ट एंड डू समथिंग एल्स. सो मेरे लिए बहुत हार्ड था. हेवन में स्पेशली जैसे जैसे वो लोग एग्जीक्यूट्स कर रहे थे, मेरे लिए बहुत अभी तक मैं अडेप्ट सोच नहीं पाया कि मैं कैसे खेलूं, मैं कैसे अप्रोच करूं, तो कैसे मैं ये चीज को काउंटर कर सकता. तो अभी तक मैं बोल नहीं सकता वो चीज, क्योंकि मेरे को वार्ड नहीं देखा, क्योंकि वार्ड देखूंगा मेरे को ट्रॉमा हो जाएगा, तो मैं देख नहीं रहा वो चीज.
This guy is so cute, man.
So cute.
तो
Oh
वही
my.
है कि अभी तक अडॉप्ट कैसे करूँ सोचा नहीं, बट इट्स वर्किंग फॉर देम. बट मेरे को नहीं पता उसका काउंटर क्या है अभी तक.
लगा ना ये
शायद
क्यों
पता
किया?
नहीं, शायद बोल नहीं रहे वो सिर्फ
नहीं,
नेक्स्ट
ऑनेस्टली मैं बोला मैं वार्ड नहीं देख रहा हूँ. जब तक मैं वार्ड नहीं देखूंगा मैं समझूंगा नहीं. अगर मैं वार्ड देखूंगा तो मेरे को दिमाग में आएगा, बट आई डोंट वांट टू गेट इनटू दैट ट्रॉमा राइट नाउ.
फोकस इज राइट नाउ ऑफ कोर्स ऑन द नेक्स्ट क्वालिफायर. जब प्लेऑफ्स में
या
मिलोगे आई एम
एंड
श्योर जब रिव्यू हो जाएगा.
और अभी के लिए एनिग्मा दूर है थोड़ा. आई मीन इन द सेंस टाइम में तो अभी वीएलटी सामने है, गॉट पी एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा टीम. सो अभी के लिए एनिग्मा को हम साइड में रख के दूसरे टीम से फोकस कर सकते हैं आई थिंक.
Fair enough. But
जो
let's
बोलता है
go on
लेकिन
to the
सच
next
बोलता है
clip.
बंदा.
सच बोलते हैं भाई, झूठ तो नहीं बोलते.
But hey, next clip, it's about RVK's personal, I think I would say personal favorite agent. वो काफी खुशी होगी to be able to pull off that 4K. Why are you confused? Look at the clip, you'll stop being
Chamber.
confused.
Okay.
Let's go
चेम्बर
over there right now.
चेम्बर
Yes.
ऑफ पीटी शेयर.
There you go. Tour de force. And I
कॉल
remember
अच्छा
even
था
while casting, I
देखा.
was like, force to reckon with. हाँ, इधर
Oh,
कैम दिखाया था स्ट्रीम पे. आई कुड सी आरबीके कॉलिंग की लाइक भाई ए लॉन्ग आ गया, ए शॉट आ गया, जल्दी जल्दी आओ, ए एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है, समथिंग लाइक दैट.
yeah. So
मेरा केज
I knew yeah, his cage failed, and I knew that they don't have a smoker anymore. So
It's a
like they
very
didn't
difficult
skills.
case to be honest. ये शॉट से करना भाई.
अरे वो
हाँ
उड़ते उड़ते नीचे अंडर हेवन गिर जाता है हर बार मेरा तो. So like I knew they don't have a smoker anymore, so I can play from heaven. But like I didn't want to get recon because they can just spam me. So I was trying to play it a bit safe and wait for my teammates. And then when they were close to CT, I was like, I can just take the fight and I don't know, like I just got the kills there. And his ult is also like super helpful because when you get the kill, it slows like everyone in that radius. So like, it's easy to change angles because I know that if someone comes walking through there, it's like kind of a death, like free kill. So it was like easy to change the angles. But I think it was just like not lucky, but like I don't know, just momentum 4K, I guess. I don't know. It's good, like, but
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I personally it was good for me because it boosted my confidence after my like I don't know individual performance against VLT and then the first few maps. So it was like confidence booster for me. But like Rossi said, all this is just part of this game, and the goals are much higher. So when it happens there, then I'll be like, oh my god, yes, I've done something. But no.
Talking about it happening there, Rossi, आपके लिए यही बात बन जाती है. Like you've been on the APAC LCQ, so you've been on highs जहाँ पे you've shut down these big players, but you've been on lows too जहाँ पे like थोड़ा decision making off गया, miss हो गया aim, and you lost the round because of that. Like coming back into stuff like this, आपने बोला आपके वो highs आपको affect नहीं होते हैं, but rounds like this when like he said, the controller is down. You think you might have a chance, and then he pulls off that 4K. Does that also not affect you?
That round was a complete misread or individual flaws again. Because when the drone tagged RVK before I die, I thought he's still on the left. I didn't realize that he could be on the right. That again, individual flaw by me. So I died over there. And then when Kappa saw that the cage is failed, he didn't try to b hop or knife out or try to do something, go on the right when there was a gap on the left. Again, individual flaws. So things like this, it will definitely affect. Like you'll start thinking, why didn't I think that he could be on the right? Why didn't I be hop? Why didn't I try to dodge the bullet? So these are the thoughts will immediately come to your mind when you die, because that was such a crucial score line. It's 7-11. You cannot make these kind of mistakes. The only way you should lose is by your game plan getting failed, not by you failing the team. Right? At that point, I failed the team. Cup also failed the team. So these kind of things affect, it definitely affects us.
Hmm. And Auntie, I want to ask you कि like it's a two-edged sword कि जहाँ पे आप नए IGL हो, उसका मतलब है कि maybe you don't have as much experience IGLing, but at the same time आप रह चुके हो the star player of not just team in Valorant but even before that in CS. So getting that experience into IGLing not in this place specifically but ऐसे situation जैसे रॉसी बता रहा था जहाँ पे वो 7-11 है, क्या do you think that gives you an extra insight कि मैं ये भी सोच सकता हूँ, मैं वो भी सोच सकता हूँ? Does that help you at all?
I think for me, like जब मैं लीड पे रहता हूँ या इवन डाउन रहता हूँ, तो मेरा तो माइंडसेट रहता है कि ऑफ कोर्स कि स्कोर देखना ही नहीं है, बिकॉज जस्ट प्ले फॉर द राउंड एंड ये. तो आई थिंक ऑफ कोर्स कि अगर मेरे पास ज्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन आ रहा है प्लेयर्स के साथ, या ऐसा लाइक हम लोग का जो प्ले है वो काम कर रहा है, ओपोनेंट्स का प्ले नहीं काम कर रहा है, तो दैट ऑलवेज that helps, to be honest. And I think as a like new IGL and being there, like as a star player, as you said, in CS:GO or I was in Valorant, तो वो काफी जो है वो चीज मेरे को हेल्प करता है कि मैं सोच भी सकता हूँ ज्यादा, बिकॉज आई फेस सो मेनी सिचुएशंस इन द पास्ट कि जब मैं एंट्री करता था किधर किधर प्लेयर्स रह सकता है, क्या क्या चोक पॉइंट्स निकल सकता है, रिएक्शंस क्या रहते हैं, तो वो सारी चीज मैं सोच के कॉल देने की कोशिश करता हूँ, ताकि मेरे जो एंट्रीज है अभी, या मेरे जो डुअलिस्ट है उनको इजियर पाथवे मिले, और जो उनका डुअल्स रहे वो बेटर डुअल्स मिले, ना कि चोक डुअल्स मिले, ताकि उन लोग को अपना जो स्किल सेट है, जो फायर पावर है, वो शोकेस ही ना कर पाए. तो ऑफ कोर्स हेल्प करता है कि आप अगर प्राइम रोल में थे, उसके बाद अगर आप आईजीएल पे स्विच करते हो, तो वो जो आपका मेंटेलिटी रहता था, तो वो काफी हेल्प करता है कॉलिंग करने के लिए मेरे को.
And lightning fast for you finally. I think
Mhm.
that play could have been very different. So Rossi felt like unse galti hui, but I don't want to ask about mistakes. I want to ask Cypher versus Chamber question to you. Like I think Cypher gives you a lot more options, but Chamber में यही सोच रहती है कि एक प्लेयर को वो थोड़ा और ड्यूल एजेंसी मिलता है. What do you prefer?
Well, it's all down to the player कि जो अच्छा लगे उसको खेलना. But then again, for me, Chamber is like a two two tier below Cypher and Killjoy, because you just cannot get much info with a Chamber that you can get with a Cypher or Killjoy. But then again, if you are trying to play a bit aggressive, or trying to play to take those duels, I think you can. Or just that one extra thing that Chamber can do is fast rotate, I feel. So mostly you can put a TP in B side and the C side, so you can TP fast to
रसी
C and then go
सब
back
बोल
to
रहा है देख.
B.
नहीं नहीं,
ऐसा
उसका हाथ का ये देख रहा था.
ऐसा ही ऐसा ही है. तो you can fast rotate, but और duels ले सकते हो, but I feel like Chamber, Cypher और Killjoy gives you more info in the round, क्या हो सकता है क्या नहीं हो सकता है, और
I
stopping
totally
power
agree.
ज्यादा है Cypher और Killjoy का than Chamber. But then again, it's all
Yeah,
down to a
RVK.
player, उसको जो खेलना है.
No, I was
RVK आप
saying I
कुछ बोल
totally
रहे थे?
agree. Like I was saying I totally agree. Like with Killjoy, for example, just take Haven. Like I played Chamber. If I had a Killjoy, like it would be easier to get info on mid, or maybe just put my turret there and I could be somewhere else because I don't have to worry about mid. or with Cypher his camera, like I can put it like I don't know in a very good position, and I have the entire info. So I mean, it definitely like Golu said, it's definitely how your team plays around your agent. Like if I take Cypher or Killjoy, definitely things change, but the way we play won't change. Like I just have to bring the best out of that agent in however we are playing. So
Yeah.
like we decided to play Chamber, and we decided to play around it.
I love that you said that because even small things I noticed. I remember you had the rendezvous, the teleport in A-Link, and you were playing this very narrow angle in A shot, which no other Sentinel would normally play because you can teleport on to that
Yeah.
A-Link area. So
Yeah.
I like that little bit of क्या बोलते हैं, creativity, I guess. But on
I
towards
don't
the
know.
final
Honestly, I
map.
don't even know how the teleports like. Like I keep pressing E even if I'm out of the teleport bar, and it just keeps saying you can't teleport. I was in heaven, like in the 4K. I was pressing E to teleport, and then I remembered my teleport was in A shot. Like it's very confusing, but it's a fun agent to play.
Yeah, sometimes it gets hard to like TP इधर से लो उधर लगाओ इधर से लो उधर
Yeah,
लगाओ.
वही.
It's not like people say that you can play off with like Jet की तुम dash कर लिया ऐसा ऐसा dash का option है TP out करने का option है but playing with those TPs are hard honestly. ऐसा hard होता है वो.
Plus 20 seconds wait time is a pain. Oof.
Yeah.
Every time you change. So,
कैसे कैसे उठाता था गोलू टीपी
ऐसा.
ऐसे ना
ऐसे ऐसे.
हाँ honestly ऐसे ही उठाता है ना चेम्बर इधर से उठाता है
हाँ.
इधर से उठाता है फिर लगाता है वापस दो अलग जगह में जाके लगाओ बहुत पेन है भाई वो सब.
कार्ड घुमाता है.
हाँ.
हाँ पत्ते फेंकता है इसीलिए ऐसे लग रहा था you're a blackjack
Yes.
dealer for a second like he does with da 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 da. But hey, फिर let's go on to the next clip. I think ये जो अगले दो clip हैं, in fact, not just अभी के लिए पहला clip देखते हैं, but जो Icebox के clips है, I'm more curious about the reactions that came after these clips. So let's watch the play itself. I want to ask both sides कि हुआ क्या था, क्योंकि you can see it looks like the round is going, time खत्म हो रहा है, surely defenders have gotten in the back, फिर Cali just goes ham.
Kills यार. Oh shit.
So right after this, we saw the Enigma cams, and RVK was like this, like ये क्या हो गया, ये क्या हो गया, and Anti was also like ये, and even YB had a small smirk on his face, which is very rare क्योंकि पूरे game में वो एकदम stone faced, like cool person थे. तो how important was that clutch for you guys in Enigma?
I think it was very important playing a finals VCC every clutch. You know, two teams like like Enigma Global सब लोग बहुत अच्छी teams है और at the end of the day बात clutches पे ही आती है. You know, there will be less flawless rounds but more clutch rounds. तो जो team clutches निकालेंगे जिनके दिन में clutches अच्छे जाएंगे communicate अच्छे करेंगे वही champion बनेंगे at the end of the day. So I think rounds like these are very important in a final and we were lucky कि हम लोग के तरफ में ये राउंड गया और एक्सकैली का जो फायर पावर है और उसका जो मैकेनिज्म है सबको ही पता है इंडिया में. थैंक गॉड कि वो हम लोग के टीम में है और अभी उसका जो फायर पावर है और जो मैकेनिकल स्किल्स है उसको हम लोग सही तरीके से यूज कर सकते हैं.
And RVK for you, because I as well fell in love with your reaction.
So like the way we played the whole round was super like nice, and like when I was in the game, like I felt like we did everything right, and I think they had a Viper ult on A, and I think Hell was alone in the ult,
Yeah.
and then there were like a few individual mistakes from us because we let Hell like get a kill, go away, and then we lost two more players, and like when that whole round went to, it was a 1v2, like, and it was 8 seconds on the clock. Obviously you're like, it's a little bit hard because they can just run and kill you and do things. So when he got the kill on, I think skills, if I'm right, Chamber, yeah, he got the
Yeah.
kill on skills. Like when I saw like Kappa was in heaven, I was like, okay, this is like 100% done. But luckily for him, the timing worked out because he was able to plant and go back. And when he got the kill, I was like, oh my god, like insane round. Because like we went from a winnable round to a totally lost round to a winnable round again. So it was just a like roller coaster of emotions. And like
नहीं,
Anti said,
मैं खाली वो कर रहा था कि भाई शॉक डार्ट ना लैंड हो जाए. कप्पा had two shock darts
uh,
and Kappa was using those two shock darts.
हाँ.
मतलब ओ
एक
Luckily, he
एक
was
यार
पड़ा था
overheat
शायद
also.
एक गलत हो गया था.
हाँ
Ult pe tha na, I think Kali, so he was overheat
हाँ.
also. So like like that also was there. But like this is a roller coaster of emotions, and like Auntie said, every clutch, even a 1v1, even like a 1v2, or like mostly like global या ऐसे teams के against कभी flawless rounds मिलना मुश्किल है. It will always be 2v2, 3v3, or like 1v2s and stuff like that. So all these, each of these rounds are super crucial, and like luckily for us yesterday it went in our favor. So glad that it
Hmm.
happened.
The roller coaster point you mentioned, that's what I want to build upon as I ask Rossi, you, आपके लिए, as you said, like in a lot of maps, you guys, you felt that you failed to adapt. That round itself, जैसे उन्होंने बोला, उसके पहले, I believe, they had that mid to B rush happen like once, and then second time with the wall on B, फिर से mid to B rush किया. इस बार they waited on Hellrangers Viper's pit, but Anti ने वो mid wall लगाया, जिसके कारण I'm guessing you guys started going there. And Hellranger अकेले पड़ गए थे, तो
I put a
what was
Viper
that
wall
like?
as
Like,
well.
was there chaos in the comms? Yeah, you turned on the Viper wall as well.
Chaos नहीं था. For a second, we thought it's a mid to be. Like there is a thing like mid to be करने के लिए, with a proper mid to be, when they do it, there are certain utilities, there are certain players, there are certain sounds. When you fake it, there are certain things that will miss out. By that you can figure out ki is this a real hit or is this a fake. So that round we saw only the wall, but there are no sounds, there are no jet dash, whoosh, there no flashes, no nothing. So we, for a second, everyone turned towards the wall, and after 2 seconds, wait, this is a fake, there is like there are not much things happening. So we immediately turned back, and by the time I think it was too late, or I don't remember what happened at round, but chaos for 1 2 second tha, and immediately I think कोई तो call किया कि this is a fake. I think there was someone in mid, he instantly called it is a fake. So everyone started going towards say, we knew that hell is the target now. So yeah, that's what happened.
And lighting fast from your perspective, like Rossi also mentioned, it felt like it came down to those individual plays. Like Enigma boys were also saying those clutches could be huge. So in this round, like for you, did it feel like, एक थोड़ा सा dread आने लगा कि you're 2-1 down, Cali ऐसे individual plays लगा रहा है, या were you guys like नहीं, 9-3 curse is real?
ऑनेस्टली ऐसा कुछ था नहीं कि काली ने क्लच किया तो मतलब वो राउंड हारा उसके लिए थोड़ा मतलब डिसअपॉइंटिंग था कि वो राउंड जीतना था तो हार गए बट देन अगेन
Yeah,
वी
yeah. Excuse me,
थॉट अबाउट द
excuse me,
नेक्स्ट
guys.
राउंड
I'll just bring water. Huh? Continue.
तो तभी इंस्टेंटली द नेक्स्ट थिंग इज दैट अभी नेक्स्ट हाफ है नेक्स्ट पिस्टल राउंड है कैसे करना है कैसे हाउ टू मेक दिस कमबैक हैपन नॉट इवन द कमबैक हाउ जस्ट टू प्ले द नेक्स्ट राउंड्स कैसे हम टी साइड में वी कैन बी सक्सेसफुल वही है और कुछ नहीं इट्स लाइक वो क्लच कर लिया ठीक है क्या कर सकते हैं लेट्स मूव ऑन इट्स जस्ट दैट वो
Elite
क्लच कर लिया वो
mentality.
सैड होगा
वो रीना की जो हंसी आती है, does that annoy you at all? और क्लच करने के बाद जो हा 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 करती है रीना,
वो
like
पग
okay,
में
in
होता है
general do
बट नो
voice lines,
नो नो
right?
नो
नहीं,
नहीं
खुशी
Ashtra
रहती
कॉमेडी
है,
में
is
नहीं
what about
होता है
voice
irritating.
lines?
क्या हुआ?
हाँ
Nothing. Ashtra ka voice lines is irritating, especially when the game starts. He says so many things, bro.
फूलो
Yeah.
फूलो कुछ तो बोलता है रे.
I think
वही
जब
है
जेट को भी मारती है, मुझे तो मजा आता है, like dagger go bye bye. Razi, what about you? Do you ever get annoyed by voice lines at all, or
No,
like voice
I
lines?
no, I don't know. I don't even hear them sometimes. Like when I dive into the game, it's I don't know. I don't hear stuff, or those kind of thing never annoys me. I sometimes don't even listen to my own teammates. I'll be dived in so much. So voice lines कुछ annoy नहीं करता है.
Ultra focus. That's the way you gotta go.
Yeah, but honestly,
Um,
sometimes वो voice lines help करता है though. Sometimes you cannot,
huh?
you don't see the player, but your agent starts calling out the
Yeah, enemy
enemy
spotted. Yeah.
spotted at B or
अरे for
Oh
something,
yeah, I
something
example,
like
remember.
that.
See, I remember
वो
one
सब
round
help
like
करता है.
yes when I remember one round I was in VLT. Excali was in VLT. We were playing at international PvP I think. Excali was playing Omen that time Asian map में तो तो उसने spot नहीं किया उसके agent ने spot किया and said enemy spotted ऐसा कुछ. We are like then
Yeah, होता है.
players spot हुआ फिर मारा उसको. That really helps us.
even so shock darts when he breaks the alarm bot and stuff, he says like, I don't know. So he says some particular voice line, and
हाँ
it
हाँ.
helps indicate that
Yeah.
you've broken something, so you know that बापे trap या कुछ था.
Yeah, but there's a
All,
trick with the Sova shock that कि अगर दो bounce करके तुम कुछ तोड़ते हो तभी वो बोलता है. It's not
तभी होता
always
है.
like
हाँ हाँ,
एक.
yes yes. Rex was
हाँ.
telling me.
Ooh.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if
I
you like
didn't know
bounce it
this.
this.
twice and then break something, it tells something like indicates it.
Gives a voice line,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Like
There's
sharpshooter
something
or something
about
like that. I don't
him.
know.
Ha, wohi
Yeah,
precise aim or something. But
yeah, something
hey,
like
that's
Yeah.
that.
really cool.
Precise.
Today I and the chat learned something new. But एक आखिरी clip बाकी है. एक side के लिए काफी खुशी, एक side के लिए काफी दुख. So let's just get
अच्छा
on
लास्ट
with
राउंड.
that clip. Yeah, it has to be a
Ay,
final
ay,
clip
ay.
in that last round.
अरे ये रोशी ने इसको शूट किया, मैं आके मर गया इसमें.
Break it. I was running away.
He
He
was
was like, I'll
running
pick
and I
it.
was like, okay, I'll peek.
So first of all, like this is an eco. So GE guys, you guys were feeling the comeback like 12-11 हो रहा था, and at that point, were you ever concerned about the ultimates की like Vipers पिट है उसके लिए सोचना पड़ेगा, Empress के साथ 8-3 में clutch हुआ उसके बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा या you is that something you don't concern yourself?
Nothing, nothing. At this level, you cannot think about the rounds or nothing else. Like we thought there is a possibility of Viper playing B with Spectre or something, but I already made up my mind ki I will kill rest of them, leaving Viper alone in the pit because I'm pretty sure he won't take the risk of coming out of the pit at this moment.
Time.
So yeah.
Okay, at this point he got that phantom. And
भाविन भैया.
what is the mood in the Enigma camp? Like 8-3 already कर लिया था कैली ने एक बार. क्या लग रहा था हो जाएगा या like ठीक है next round के बारे में सोचो.
Honest to God, super unexpected. Like, it's a 1v3. They have a spit, they have shock darts, they have slows, they have every utility in the world.
I mean,
So,
But they don't use.
arey, well, the next moment. This reminded me of the Marzel clutch. I think he also clutched something like this. He killed one yellow, he went to the right, he went to the left, and both of them lined up for him. I remember. Something like
In
that had
VCC
happened.
1?
No,
Or
not
then
in. I
those
think it was a
reactions.
gauntlet or something. I don't remember.
Ah, okay.
But
But
this
those
is
reactions after, like, what was that like? RVK was all pumped up. Anti is just disbelief. मतलब एक
no, for
एक
me it
second.
was very emotional actually because I know that it's a qualifier, it's not the end of the tournament. But for me, this was my first tier one tournament win as an IGL, and when I shifted to this new role, and people were not believing actually कि मैं कर सकता हूँ, और या backlashes मिल रहे थे कि बहुत कुछ but so this was a big thing for me, and a statement ki if you work really hard towards your goal, like everyone said, and if you believe in yourself, you can do it, no problem. Yes, you won't be successful for the early part of your journey, but later on अगर तुम honest रहोगे और मेहनत करोगे तो with time you will grow and you will become that thing. So I think it was very emotional for me that I won, beat the number one, number two, whatever that they like VLT and G. They both are the big guns in the scene. Defeated both of them and won the tournament as an IGL. So that was a very good moment for me. That's it. Nothing else.
And I hate to bring this up, GE boys, but another 1v3 that ended a bad way.
ay ay ay.
Was
Oh
that
no.
ever traumatic at all? Like थोड़ी भी याद आई दुख तो obviously हार की होती है, but or do you just like forget it?
गोलू
For now,
वैसे ही बोल
forget
रहा है.
it. But I've told multiple times that you don't call 3-2-1 double peak. Like, don't do that stuff. By the time you call 3-2-1, God knows where the enemy is. So I don't know what was people are thinking when double peaking. Like, there are three people. The opponent has to look multiple angles. He has to clear. At least one guy should have hidden to close out the round. But I've told this multiple times.
अच्छा, भावी ने
It's
भी
okay. It
डबल पिक
happens.
करने की
Wait,
कोशिश
wait,
किया.
I can
Yeah,
explain. I
Bhavin
can
is a
explain.
yeah.
मैं एक्सप्लेन
भावी
करता
ने
हूँ.
सही
मैं
बोला.
उस सिचुएशन में जिंदा था. तो 1v3 था. मैं बैकस्टेप देख रहा था. भाविन एडी कर रहा था. भाविन was trying to spot him and कप्पा just hide कर रहा था. ठीक है. So we were playing
हाँ.
just to spot the guy. वो कब आ रहा है कब नहीं आ रहा है. ठीक है. तो फिर भाविन ने स्पिट डाला. वो एडी करके देगा कि बंदा वल्नरेबल है. तो भाविन का ऑब्वियस रिएक्शन है पिक करना, जो कि उसको नहीं करना था. दैट्स वन मिस्टेक. ठीक है कि वल्नरेबल होके भी मार सकता है ओपोनेंट, ऐसा नहीं कि नहीं मार सकता. दैट्स वन मिस्टेक. सेकंड मिस्टेक कि हमें कप्पा और मेरे को, तू माइक म्यूट कर.
अरे यार.
अरे एक्सप्लेन करने में खुद का आवाज सुनने में वियर्ड लगता है
नहीं,
भाई.
सही सही बात है गुरु, सही बात है.
सही बात है.
जो देन वो वन मिस्टेक था. देन सेकंड मिस्टेक की मैं और कप्पा खेल रहे हैं तो 1v2 हम लोग को मोस्टली अगर हम 1-1 भी खेल लेते कि लेट कप्पा प्ले देन आई कम नेक्स्ट की टाइम भी उतना नहीं था कि वो क्लच कर पाए. बट देन अगेन पीछे से स्किल्स बोला था. मैं समझा भी नहीं कौन बोला बट देन स्किल्स कन्फेस कि उसने बोला था कि डबल पिक कर क्योंकि पीछे से एक आवाज आया डबल पिक कर. तो ऐसा एक बोलते हैं कि क्लच के वक्त किसी को बोलना नहीं चाहिए जो जिंदा नहीं है. ठीक है बोलते हैं. तो उसने बोला डबल पिक कर तो आई वाज कीन ऑन डबल पिकिंग एट दैट पॉइंट कि कप्पा को मैं बोला कप्पा राइट से पिक करो एंड एज सून एज कप्पा एंड वी आई पिक एक्सकेली भी उधर से पिक किया और वी एक्सीडेंटली
लाइन
लाइंड
अप हो
अप. तो
गए.
जो
हाँ.
जो क्या कर सकते हैं अभी
Timing.
किस्मत ऐसा है तो. And we obviously we could
Hmm.
play that situation even way better than what we did there.
So मुझे जो अभी ये पूछना है कि लाइक ग्रॉसी जैसे बोल रहे थे उनके हिसाब से इन पोस्ट प्लान्स he doesn't like that 3-2-1. I'm guessing because of course as a jet you're always leading the charge, you want to be next
No,
next
it's like
next,
I saw
but
both the POVs, both of them are staring at the wall. Like one guy is staring at a wall in B log, one guy is staring at that yellow box. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Just at least jiggle peek, give the info to the other guy so he can set up, he can go into a good position. Nothing was happening. And again, like Golu said, clutch situation, they should communicate, not the people who are behind. I don't know. I don't know, but again, there is no, how to say, there is no perfect clutch situation, or
Yep.
there's no perfection to play a clutch situation, right? So a double peak would have helped also. It wouldn't have helped also. Who knows if Kali couldn't have killed both of them, the other guy would have traded. Then the double peak would have been the right
Made
call.
sense.
Now Kali killed both of them, so double peak is not the right call. So there's no
हम
perfect
uh,
type of playing a clutch situation, and it's okay. It happened. Like there are rounds even we won like a 3v1 which we shouldn't have won. Now it went to the enemy's favor, so it's just part of the game.
but do you
वो
think your
ये
coach will
कन्वर्सेशन
play
में
a
होते
big
नहीं.
deal?
सॉरी ये जस्ट
नहीं मेरा मेरा सब कुछ गायब होके सडनली वापस आ गया. बट मैं वही पूछ रहा हूँ लाइक आपके लिए डू यू थिंक अ कोच विल प्ले अ बिग डील इन गेटिंग यू ऑन द सेम पेज की अगर ऐसा सिचुएशन है तो हमें ऐसा ही करना है, अगर ऐसा सिचुएशन है तो गेटिंग सबको एक ही पेज पे ताकि इवन ये छोटी सी बात की अगर मर गए हो तो पोस्ट प्लान में बात नहीं करना है. लाइक क्या इज अ कोच गोइंग टू प्ले अ रोल इन दैट एट ऑल?
Like I said, we ourselves has told कि clutch situation में individual को खेलना चाहिए. You should only rely them information. And like I said, even if you bring the number one coach to India or to our team, if the players are not following it, or if the players are not able to understand it, it's useless. So even we know that we shouldn't do all this, but we still do it. So it's coming from a different person. I think it might have a change, but again, you as an individual, you bear a responsibility of playing a clutch. Like coach won't be talking, "Nah, now you guys shouldn't double peak," or something like that. It's again, player plays an important role over there. And like I said, clutch situation, there's no perfect way of playing the clutch. Double peak would have worked, double peak wouldn't have worked. Who knows? Kali would have killed 1v1, he would have taken 1v1 with Kappa and then kill 1v1 with Golu. You never know what happens in a clutch situation. It just happens.
Yeah,
I
definitely
agree.
that point
I
was
agree.
questionable.
Yeah.
कि like अगर काम कर जाता तो सब बोलते oh my god brilliant double pick, but
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
didn't work is why. So fair enough.
Clutch
But
situation,
hey,
you cannot say anything.
yeah, I think ये काफी बात हो गई about yesterday, the match, जो India Qualifier won, all that. Let's have a little bit more fun. Move on to the future. Now, our
Hello Ashok
next
भैया.
segment is going to test your knowledge. Hello, Ashok.
हाय बोल के जाओ इधर. ये एंटी था.
अशोक भैया पेट दिख रहा है आपका मस्त.
क्या बाबा सीतारा बना रहे हो आप? ओह माय गॉड.
अंटीदा कल स्टेटस जो आपने लगाया ना, मैं रिप्लाई देने वाला था, नहीं दिया. राजा का बेटा राजा नहीं होता, जो प्रेजेंट में राजा हो ना वो राजा होगा.
सही है बात है. लव यू भैया, लव यू.
वो आपकी cook.
Yeah.
This guy is amazing. I was in global now, so he was my cook as well.
So
Right.
sweet. ऐसा प्यार I wish like the fans could show each other, like जहाँ पे क्लियरली मुझे पता है, आपको पता है, you guys
नहीं
are
होगा।
friends.
नहीं होगा,
Now
नहीं
मैंने बोला I
होगा।
wish.
Won't happen।
But hey, I'm going to start testing your game knowledge now. Not the game knowledge you use in the game, but game के बारे में, game की story के बारे में थोड़ा थोड़ा knowledge test करता हूँ with this quiz segment coming up. So let's go over to that quiz segment real quick because I'm curious to know कि कौन किस में कितना interested है. RVK seems very interested, so maybe we can start over. Oh, with those boys. There is one question that I'm definitely not gonna ask the G boys, but I want to ask in that case in general, like, do you follow lore? Is that something you're interested in at all, or any of you?
Sorry?
Lower what?
Lore मतलब story, जैसे अब जो story चल रही है कि दो वर्ल्ड से आप जो गेम खेल रहे हो वो actually
Oh.
हो रहा है, you know, वैसी. तो that
The-
kind of story, do you guys ever follow?
I watch all the Riot cinematic videos, but I don't go in depth. I
Yeah,
just
not
go in
on
depth.
Reddit and
I
stuff
won't
about
go.
the theories and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, theory and
I
stuff.
just watched the like this thing and discuss it with my
Cinematic.
friends. Nothing.
I think my girlfriend does those things. एकदम डेप्थ में जाके स्टोरीज और वो सब वो पढ़ती है रेडिट वेडिट में, बट आई डोंट डू, मेरे को नहीं होता है लाइक. बट जो सिनेमैटिक्स जो वीडियोस डालते हैं वो आई वॉच दोस बस.
Let's go over to that first question. Find out exactly क्या पूछने
Oh.
which country is Cypher from? You guys can discuss it for a second,
Morocco.
but मेरे ख्याल से काफी
France.
I think Morocco.
Morocco.
It's Morocco.
Morocco?
Well, Rossi and Lightning Fast, you have to decide together. And
No,
Enigma
oh,
boys
it's
help us करो, ये
Morocco,
छोटा सा
bro.
Oh, okay,
competition
okay.
है.
It's like a competition.
Okay.
Oh, competition? Okay, okay. Morocco.
Okay, this is Morocco.
Oh,
We all know.
Lock
Next,
Morocco.
next.
100%.
Sorry.
Lock किया जाए.
Yeah, lock.
लॉक किया जाए.
All right, चलो लॉक किया जाए
देविया
and पता
सज्जनों.
चले करेक्ट आंसर क्या है. Is it
Computer
Morocco or
screen
is it
पे.
France? Oh,
Yes.
let's go. It is Morocco indeed. So very well done.
Enigma
काफी
one.
easy question था. एक दो easy. But let's go over to that next question for the Enigma boys. ये थोड़ा मुश्किल होने वाला है, you know. ऐसे
भाई,
एक दो तीन क्वेश्चन है जो
ऋषि.
मुझे भी नहीं पता था.
क्विज में मैं बहुत गंदा हूँ स्कूल पे. चलो लेट्स गो.
But hey,
someone wrote Bihar
Antira,
in
आपने
chat,
ऐसे
man.
तो बोला कि your girlfriend does, तो कहीं ना कहीं बात करते करते कुछ ना कुछ तो बोला गया. She must have got excited, like ये ऐसा है. तो you never know, आप
बोलती
तो
रहती है
रुस्तम निकल
actually.
जाओ.
नहीं एक्चुअली बोलते रहती है बट यू नो उतना ध्यान नहीं जाता है कभी कभी.
No.
जाके मार पड़वाएंगे हम, ये क्या हो गया? Oh भाई. Okay, with no further ado,
I hope she
let's,
doesn't see this यार.
I hope she does. अभी टाइम तो है, anyways मैचेस तो नहीं है, तो मे बी
तो एक दो दिन यू नो सह सकता हूँ, एक दो दिन ज्यादा हाइप क्रिएट हो सकता है. एनीवे कंटिन्यू.
Yeah, let's go over to that next question. I'm also curious. I think Omen के बारे में भी एक दो question. Oh, which map is also known as S22? Enigma boys, which one is it? Breeze, Split, Haven, Icebox.
ऋषि
हमको बोलना नहीं है.
नहीं चाहिए, आप लोग का एक पॉइंट हो गया, मत बोलो.
आया तो सुन.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
we
think
can
it's
also
Icebox.
answer?
नहीं, don't
Icebox,
answer.
Icebox.
I think it's
Oh.
Icebox fourth map.
Lock किया जाए.
Confirm.
Computer G.
S22 है, are you sure?
I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe Icebox.
Not sure, but like.
Lock किया जाए then.
S22
Lock
maybe
किया जाए.
split also. S means split and 2
I
means
mean, that's
splitting.
the game, mind game. I hope.
Hello Icebox.
All right, fair enough. Icebox it is. I was like,
ये मटका है भाई.
अरे Icebox में वो कंटेनर्स रहते हैं ना, उसमें लिखा हुआ रहता है लगता है.
हाँ, exactly. ए, आप लोग बोलते हो ये नहीं पता वो नहीं पता, काफी अटेंशन रखते हो. हाँ, ऑब्जर्वेशनल स्किल्स तो डेफिनेटली है सब में.
I don't know for what
सब
reason
में
though.
पता
I saw S22 and it was Icebox directly in my head. Like,
या मैं लाइक हम लोग डिस्कस किए दोनों मिलके साथ में Icebox. लाइक ओके.
It's because in the cinematic also, जो जब योरू निकला था, वो जो टीपी करने का साइफर ऊपर देखता रहता है, वो सिनेमैटिक में भी एक बड़े से लिखा हुआ था. तो if you do watch cinematics, वो अटक जाता है.
I wish I gave so much attention to them.
हम बहुत cinematics देखते हैं तो भूल गए.
Yeah.
क्या आपको पता था जी boys? Did you know it was icebox?
No.
No, no.
What would your guess have been? I'm curious. आप split के साथ जाते for the yes?
मैं
No
तो
guess.
split बोल देता।
को कुछ पता नहीं था.
But hey, I think मेरे लिए मैं ज़्यादा I can't afford to sit and work on my aim all day. So especially from the league background, क्योंकि all of these stories are from a lot of the League of Legends जो creators है, writers है. ये अभी बढ़ते जाने वाला है. अगर आप notice भी कर रहे हो, voice lines बदल रहे हैं. The way Viper talks to say Reina और the way Neon talks to Reina, वो अलग ही बात होती जा रही है. But hey, 1-1. I hope कि ये tie ना हो क्योंकि फिर कोई gift नहीं है, but फिर भी for the competitive spirit, let's
Oh,
go
gift
over
नहीं
to the
है?
next question.
अच्छा.
नहीं,
bro.
bragging rights.
Now no motivation.
फिर हारना चाहते हो? रॉसी
एक
हारना
हैम्पर चाहिए था, एटलीस्ट हैम्पर।
Yeah,
नहीं, we
man.
do have a merchandise
नॉटविन से
bundle. You know,
हाँ,
giveaway
हाँ,
हो
वो
रहा है
भेज
हर
दो
चीज़
फिर।
के साथ.
दे दे
भेज दो
दे
वो
guys,
भेज दो पट
CA
से पट से
हेलो
भेज
चैट,
दो।
सीए ने अनाउंस कर दिया, अभी नॉटविन देना पड़ेगा, कुछ नहीं कर सकते हम।
कैसे नौकरी निकलवाओगे? I'm kidding. But hey, let's go over to that next question and see कि क्या ये थोड़ा और मुश्किल होगा. अरे नहीं नहीं नहीं, ये तो इजी बॉयज के लिए. नहीं 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 नहीं.
ये तो इजी है।
हाँ
Okay.
ठीक है फिर, क्योंकि
पता
what
है?
happened,
हाँ मेरे को पता है।
बोलना फिर सर.
अरे
नहीं 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 नहीं
ओ फक नहीं बोलना था क्या? बोला तो इजी
चलेगा
के लिए
चलेगा.
ये।
Anyways, एंटीडा को वो बोले पता तो था. Do you guys know the
Yeah,
easy
we,
boys?
yeah.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
course.
ओमेन बोलता है
Yeah.
इसलिए.
नहीं सब
Like, how do you know?
कोई तो
सभी
बोल
हाँ,
सकता
सभी
है।
चलते रहता है बस गेम में.
ओके तो मैं नहीं 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 इसलिए बोल रहा था आपके रेफरेंस और चैट के रेफरेंस के लिए. मैं ब्रीफ देते देते प्री प्रोडक्शन, आप आंसर दिखाई दो प्रोडक्शन बाय द वे, बट ब्रीफ देते देते मैं गलती से ये क्वेश्चन बोल दिया लाइटनिंग फास्ट को, एंड हमारे गोलू जी जाके गूगल कर लिए. तो लाइक
ये गोलू
Some
I thought
गूगल
Golu
आउट कर
knew
रहे
from the game.
भाई का चेहरा चमक रहा था ना, जैसे क्रोम खोला है।
अच्छा आंसर.
बट
Oh my God.
हाँ, on that note, how did आपको सबको instantly पता था ये? Is it because of the voice lines या like ये
मेरे को
बड़ा
पता
एक-
नहीं था.
अरे मेरे
मेरे को नहीं
को
पता।
एज आई सेड कि मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड देखती रहती है, तो उन्हें बोला था कि कि रेना इज द सिस्टर ऑफ वाइपर, समथिंग लाइक दैट, ऐसा कुछ है।
नहीं, वाइपर ने रैना की सिस्टर को मारा शायद.
हाँ कुछ मारा है,
Shit.
एंड इट्स लाइक
Oh shit.
Yeah, when Reyna gets like kills Viper or something, she says something regarding to Sabine.
दिस इज फॉर यू हरमनीटा, ऐसा कुछ
Hermanita something.
हाँ,
वो सब तो
हरमनीटा,
अलग है, but,
मार्गेरिटा, कुछ भी,
Yeah.
आई डोंट नो ब्रो, कुछ तो ऐसा ही है।
Yeah,
हरमनीता
but
लिटिल
yeah,
सिस
Sabine
होता है.
in game से सुना है.
हाँ।
Yeah. But hey, let's go to that last question. You know what?
गोलू
ये
को
तीसरा
कैमरा
आप
में देखते
दोनों ने
बोलो,
answer कर
गूगल
दिया
करेगा
तो-
वापस।
फोन में गूगल कर
ready है.
मेरे फोन नहीं है भाई, ये टॉवल है इधर भाई कुछ तो।
टॉल में.
But हाँ, चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देखते हैं अब. आई थिंक ये क्वेश्चन क्या है मुझे पता है. यस, तो दिस इज नॉट एग्जैक्टली लोअर क्वेश्चन, बट ये गेम कितना खेले हुए क्वेश्चन, व्हिच इज क्लोज बेटा में जब अराउंड मई अप्रैल टाइम जब पहले बार गेम पब्लिक को रिलीज हुआ था.
ये
व्हाट कलर वेर ओमेन्स आईज? या
काली
आंख
भाई.
थी या नहीं?
I think the best person to answer this is SkRossi. He used to play Omen in closed
Wait,
beta.
this is global
क्या बोलूं,
question.
पता है आंसर?
आप दोनों के
भाई,
since third
मेरे
question
को
was
लग
also
रहा है
like
ये
that.
कुछ
All of you
ट्रिक
can answer.
है और ये नो आइज होगा, मैं बोल रहा हूँ कुछ
हाँ
trick
रे,
नो
है।
आइस,
गोलू,
ठीक है. नो
बंगाली
आइस.
I
दिमाग लगा,
remember
बंगाली
the
दिमाग
closed
लगा।
beta Omen. It was totally different to the like
नो
सच में?
आइस.
the Omen after this. No.
मैं फिर भी
face.
नो आइज, मेरे को नो आइडिया।
नो आइस. नो आइस.
Okay, G.
बंगाली
going
दिमाग
for
लगा
no
गोलू।
eyes. EG, what do you think?
बंगाली
I'll go
दिमाग।
with white.
I'll go with my
individually
I'll go
I'll go with
Idea?
white.
मच्छी एंटी मच्छी
I'll go with
दिमाग
my
लगा।
हाँ I'll go
Or
with my
blue. Let's
Bengali
go
bro.
blue. Actually, let's go blue.
No eyes,
Ah,
hypnotize.
No eyes?
हाँ no eyes.
Okay, okay.
G lock कर दिए
Blue
no
से no
eyes.
eyes.
What about EG? White, no
I was
eyes,
go
blue भी
but he's
सुना था
saying
बीच
no,
में.
no eyes.
No
No
ice.
ice.
Everyone going for no
Yeah, I
ice.
don't know. I
हाँ.
remember close beta women with
अरे
blue.
मेरा बात सुन, नो आइस बोल, सही होंगे तो दोनों सही होंगे, गलत होंगे तो दोनों गलत
Ah,
होंगे. Anyway,
no
let's
ice.
go.
No ice. Done.
आंसर दिखाई देते हैं अब क्योंकि आर्मी की को बहुत दुख होने वाला है.
Army
आर्मी
के
की you
blue?
remembered
Sir,
correctly.
yeah,
It is
I
blue.
remember like close beta women, the figure.
कोई बात
I
नहीं.
remember blue eyes or something.
अभी क्या
कोई
है?
नहीं आंटी.
ओमन का आइस है?
We lose together.
अभी नहीं है, अभी
हाँ
नहीं
Does
अभी
है.
ओमन
है
has
वो.
eyes? No है?
हाँ हाँ he has
है?
white eyes. तो
Oh,
He
yes,
क्लोज
has?
बेटा में उसकी आंख ऐसे थी like this
अच्छा.
shape. Oh, okay, I should not move my hands around. And अभी उसकी eyes ऐसे है like just normal eyes. So
मैं तो
थोड़ा
सिर्फ दो
comic
तीन
character
एजेंट्स ही
लगता
देखा
था
हूँ तो
पहले.
पता नहीं.
क्या देखे हो?
2-3
I've
agents.
seen only 2-3 agents only, so I have no idea what others.
I am curious. So all of you, we'll start with Rossi since इधर से आया. What did you play in the close beta besides Jet? Jet तो पता है खेलते होगे.
मैं जेट ही खेला है मैं
No race?
वो no nothing. I played 2-3 games of Jet, and after that मेरा teammate ने बोला I started calling Spike operator in my CS:GO practice. So they said no
Yeah,
Valorant.
I
Like, okay,
remember.
let's go CS only. So I was like okay, no more Valorant, only CS. So after after leaving CS, I think तभी तो हमारा ही आ गया था. I mean main game. So yeah. ज्यादा
I
knowledge नहीं है
remember when I
close
was in
beta के बारे में.
practice, I was the sixth player for Blaze that time. This guy was like spike drop. I was like, what is spike drop? I didn't play Valorant at that time. Like, what is spike drop? I was like, wow, nice.
Oh my.
I played a
And
lot of in the beta. I
Yeah.
played a lot of Sage and Brimstone. Like when
हाँ
I was
भाई, एंटी
when I was
ब्रिमस्टोन ले कॉप करता था भाई. मैं देखता था एंटी को. एंटी तभी ब्रिमस्टोन ले कॉप करता था. मेरे को बहुत फनी लगता था क्योंकि ब्रिमस्टोन का एजेंट बहुत मोटा है ना और ऑप से सूट नहीं करता है. ऐसा सीन है.
अरे भाई बहुत कॉमेडी होता है रे. एस्ट्रा लेके भी ऑफ करता हूँ. मेरे टीममेट्स मेरे को बोलते एंटी इधर एक पुल होगा क्या? बोला नहीं नहीं रुक 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 मैं स्कोप
no,
करके
no.
बैठा हूँ. No.
Oh, I remember one game. Rofil asked for something and Anti was opping.
हाँ.
He said no, I can't. Rofil like please. ऐसा करना
Please,
पड़ता है.
please,
फिर Anti
please.
जाके pull करता है. फिर Anti जाके pull करता है and then he'll off. Like,
Oh my. This is why we need more voice comms by the way. जैसे lightning fast release करते हैं आप लोग भी शुरू करो. I need to at least I don't know about the chat. मुझे सुनना है कि क्या क्या चलता रहता है. YB ने निकाला था एक बार. आप लोग का अभी भी याद है वो फ्लावर पुल वाला जो रॉफियल घुस के
Yeah,
मार
my
भी दिया
God.
था.
I have knife, I have dash, I have confidence.
No, I see knife, I
Oh,
see
I see,
dash,
yeah.
I see knife, I see dash, I am confidence.
I am confident.
I am confidence.
Basically, he asked for a pull. He asked for a pull in a place,
Yeah.
and even before Anti pulled, he already updrafted, dashed, killed one guy, two guy, and then like, we asked him why did he do?
Roffuel asked for the pull.
Arey,
Roffuel
yeah,
itself went before the pull.
Yeah, so he saw someone like in lower mid and वो top mid पे था वो शायद से, and I was at A main. He asked,
हाँ.
Andy, can you pull here? Can you pull here? I said, yeah, sure. मैं A main से आया, मैं pull मतलब मैं astral projection में जाके
Star
pull करने
लगाया.
बैठा, star लगाया. उसके पहले वो जाके मतलब astral projection से मैं जैसे बाहर आया उसके पहले 2 kill down. Game के बाद I was like, wait, pull मांगा, wait for the pull. I see dash, I see knife, I am confidence.
Rossi vibes with that feeling.
तो मांगा क्यों?
नहीं वो हो जाता है कभी
जरा-
कभी लाइक मी एज अ जेट प्लेयर आल्सो मैं कुछ मांगता हूँ और ये लोग हाँ करता हूँ 2-3 सेकंड डिले हो जाते हैं बोला फक इट ये मेरा टाइमिंग है उधर ऑपोनेंट है मेरे को पता है जाके मार दे तो वो बहुत बार होता है समटाइम्स आई गेट किल्स इट्स ओके बट समटाइम्स आई डोंट किल टीममेट्स लाइक अरे रुक ना डाल रहा हूँ लाइक अरे ठीक है माय बैड
In the moment, gut call basically. So fair enough.
Yeah.
But with that, we are nearing the end of the aftermath. जिनका aftermath जो नहीं है, I want to ask you guys about them today. So today we are starting the streams of the Pakistan qualifiers semi-final से हमारे साथ Clarity, Exploit, Paradise and Fear. They are all there. So for you, I mean, of course, Exploit का नाम immediately stand out होता है. They're one team that has
Only
been
Kappa
really
है.
strong. तो आप लोग के लिए I just want to know कि I mean obviously you're going to be watching but is Exploit someone कि पहले थोड़े underdog थे अभी definitely not so much of an underdog you know so what is the feeling for you with other region qualifiers like What do you look for? And what do you expect?
I think exploit was always there. In Counter Strike also they have a different name back then. So they were there. They were good players, and I think on a good day they can beat any good teams from India. But the history to kuch alag bolta hai. Like we have always beaten them on stages or on important occasions. But game में कुछ बोल नहीं सकते. They are like capable of pulling out an like upset. So like हम सबको on point खेलना पड़ेगा and अपना ये game खेलना पड़ेगा against teams like Exili, then Exploit, then Maldives या नेपाल के जो भी आते हैं. Cannot take anyone lightly.
And what about you, Jay, guys? Like for you, you already faced, जहाँ पे Exploit came out and randomly beat VLT in the grand
Yeah.
final playoffs, and you had to face them in the lower bracket. अब पता है कि I mean, I'm sure you didn't take them lightly even then, but now you're like, okay, this is a team to watch out for. So will you be paying close attention to specifically them or all of the teams in the Pakistan qualifiers?
Like our approach is always the same: play good Valorant. We don't focus on particular teams. We focus on ourselves first. पहला हम ठीक रहते हैं and all of our mistakes or all of our game plan is fixed, then we focus on how the other team is playing. So we play the same game against all the teams. It doesn't matter ki it's Pakistan team, Nepal, Maldives, whatever it is. They're all good players, and we should respect all the players and teams out there. They're also working hard to be the best, right? So we just play our game, and we against any team we just play our best game. That's it.
I think that's what every fan wants to hear. And talking about fans, एक final बस message for the fans अगर आप देना चाहो. Anti and Lightning Fast आपसे यही पूछूंगा कि if possible in Bengali, that would be nice. Whatever language you guys are in general comfortable with for the fans from your heart.
तू बोल गोलू.
बताओ ना ना अभी ना तुम्ही बोलो और बांग्ला खूबी डिफरेंट
So like থ্যাংক ইউ সবাইকে এত দিন ধরে আমাদেরকে সাপোর্ট করেছো এন্ড বেঙ্গলি কমিউনিটি ইজ লাইক ভেরি খুব ভালো. তোমরা লাইক এতদিন লাইক যখন আমাদের আপস থাকে তখন সাপোর্ট করো, যখন আমাদের ডাউন থাকে তখন সাপোর্ট করো. এন্ড আই থিঙ্ক লাইক তোমরা এত সাপোর্ট করো, আই হোপ কলকাতা থেকে বা আদার রিজন থেকে আরো বাঙালি প্লেয়ার বাইরে আসুক আর ন্যাশনাল স্টেজে পারফর্ম করুক. যখন আমি লাইক লাইটনিং ফার্স্টকে দেখেছিলাম, আই রিমেম্বার ইট ওয়াজ ড্রিম হ্যাক. যখন আমি ফার্স্ট লাইটনিং ফার্স্টকে দেখি, and this guy was was a younger brother, and আজকে ও কোথা থেকে কোথায় এসছে and is playing for the one of the best team in India. So these people are inspiration for me as well, even if I'm senior to him, but still these guys are inspiration for me. So I think তোমরা যারাই আছো, যদি তোমাদের মনে হয় তোমাদের মধ্যে জিনিসটা আছে, তোমাদের মধ্যে ট্যালেন্ট আছে, বাইরে আসো, পারফর্ম করো আর নিজের নাম করো. থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ. থ্যাংক ইউ.
Rossi, are we
समझा
anything
कुछ
you
नहीं
want to say?
समझा.
मैं समझा आधा, क्योंकि मेरे को भी मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड थोड़ा थोड़ा सिखा रही है. बट आधा समझा. ड्रीम हैक के बारे में
चल रॉसी कनाडा.
Yes.
To all the fans, thank you for the lawn support. Show your lawn support
अरे
to all the
कन्नड़ा
fans
भाई
and players.
कन्नड़ा
Look it up. Thank you for the lawn support. Support all the
Almost.
teams and players who are working hard and trying to live their dream. Support all of them, and to my boys at Karnataka, Isala Cup namde.
Oh,
Oh,
I
right.
know what that
RCB.
I know.
RCB.
I am true RCB fan.
This Malayali guy. This is also from the south.
हाँ,
This
let's
guy
go
also.
RVK. इनको तो थोड़ा तमिल समझ में आता है,
Oh
but I
my
don't think
god,
you
I don't know how
proper.
to
So let's
speak
go
Malayalam
Malayali.
that much.
आप हिंदी इंग्लिश में भी बोल दो यार, whatever you're comfortable.
Yeah, I'll just say in
For
English.
the
I just want to
fans.
say thank you everyone like for your support since the start. And I'm happy that we're able to, live up to your expectations. But at the same time, please support your other teams like VLTG, True Rippers, everyone. So, you get to see the best two teams that qualify from the APAC Challengers to represent India or any other region from our like South Asia region. So support all of them. Make sure you give them the love and support that they need so they do the best. And we send the best from here, and hopefully we bring the cup home to our region.
Hey, two of the best this time, but finally गोलू एक lightning fast message दे दिया जाए.
so
Sileti.
ठीक है सिलेटी so I'll say this, I didn't मैं कभी expect नहीं किया था कि ज्यादा सिलेटी लोग होते, कि ज्यादा सिलेटी लोग माइक म्यूट कर
अरे यार
तो ज्यादा मेरे को पता नहीं था कि इतना सिलेटी लोग है, कि इतना बंगाली सपोर्टर्स. I didn't interact with much of the people, but then again one day I did a Sileti only stream. तो basically I'll explain. Sileti is a different dialect of Bengali. It's mostly in Bangladesh and lower Assam. So there's not much people playing or actively in esports. So मैं एक दिन ये सिलेटी स्ट्रीम किया था, तो आई वाज सरप्राइज्ड टू सी दैट all there were almost like 100 to 150 viewers watching me interacting with me in Sileti. They were like after the stream, तो वो लोग बोल रहे थे कि it was the best stream I've ever seen. It was so fun. Please do it more with your friends. I was playing with my friends, so I was diamond 2 back then. So abhi diamond 3 वैसा नहीं कि बहुत changes. So I was playing a 5-man lobby with my friends. I was speaking in Sileti all the time. So I'll say this to them कि তোরা সাপোর্ট করে আজকে ডোন্ট লুজ হোপ. জানো সামনে একদিন আমরা একদিন পারছি না, তো নেক্সট দিন আমরা করমু, করিয়া দেখাইমু. আমরা আমরা তোরা দেখাইমু যে এটা করা যাইব. জাস্ট দ্যাট, ইয়া, অল দ্যাট.
I
I'm
definitely
not
did not
fluent.
ভালো
understand that.
ভালো 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 মাতলে.
Okay, let's go. I think प्यार था वो समझ में आ गया and
I
प्यार
think
है.
NT even didn't understand what I said.
No, I understand perfect Sileti, you know. Like my ancestors are also from Bangladesh, and also मैं सनी के साथ भी काफी, सनी मेरे घर पे था बहुत टाइम, तो मैं गिल सनी मतलब those people are from you know Silchar, so I understand Sileti because it's pretty close. The language is बहुत बहुत similar है बंगाली के जैसा. तो उसने जो बोला पूरा समझा मेरे को properly अभी.
Well, at least Antidote
Yeah.
को समझा, and hopefully जो amazing fans है गोलू के उनको भी. But what I got was love. So love to you guys, love to the fans, and
Thank you.
that's the end of the aftermath. Thank you so much, Rossi, Lightning Fast, Anti, and RVK for making the time to come here. It was a pleasure catching up with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
having
so
us.
much.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Good luck,
Bye, guys.
G,
Bye.
for the second calls, guys.
Thank you.
Take care. Peace.
Take care.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Put your gun for your trigger. Pull your gun for your trigger. It's a bad man signal, give a sign. Pull your gun for your trigger. Me are the burning fire and natural born killer. When me bust into flame, watch out some mics in your box. I'm turning, I am make the bad boy bigger. When they come around, we all run them. Listen to the word and they fire your cuts in the middle. When the flames get higher, put up your gun fingers. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man signal, give a sign. And pull your gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Gun finger trigger. Return all of the fire, it's a bad man signal, give a sign. And pull your gun finger trigger. And pull your gun finger trigger. And pull your gun finger trigger. It's a bad man signal, give a sign. And pull your gun finger trigger.